So, a cosmetic doctor has come under fire for critiquing Troye Sivan's looks because he posted a TikTok. The videos ain't there no more. Otherwise, if it was, I'd have pulled it up. But he was out here analyzing Troy's looks without his consent. Now, here's the thing. I didn't know that it was a requirement that if you're going to pick apart somebody's looks, because here's the thing, there's a lot of people, cosmetic surgeons or whatever, that I've seen where they go on TikTok or, well, yeah, mostly TikTok, because I was trying to think of other streaming platforms. But yeah, mostly TikTok, where they go on and they start picking apart, well, has this person had plastic surgery? Where they do it to Madonna, they do it to all the other, a lot of the celebrities. Jennifer Lopez, they've done it to a lot of them. So now they've gotten around to Troye Sivan because Troye is 30 years old and they tell me his twink era is over. And so the doctor was up in there picking apart his looks. I'm like, well, yeah, twinks, that's only a short shelf life to be a twink. Kind of like Electroclash. That had a short shelf life. But then now it's starting to make a resurgence. So a London-based doctor by the name of Zayn Khalid, and it's spelled exactly like Zayn Malik, Z-A-Y-N, Khalid Majid, posted a 2-minute clip drawing attention to the 30-year-old's problem areas following an appearance at a recent event in Australia. Now, fans criticized the unsolicited advice, and the singer himself responded with an essay explaining how the video had triggered long-held insecurities about his body. Since deleting the video and contacting Sivan to apologize, Majid tells BBC Newsbeat he will try to make a more positive impact with his content. Sivan, whose career began when he was a teen, is regarded by many as a poster boy for the twink look. Now, are we really in here explaining what a damn twink is? Well, it is the BBC, so I can't always expect, the straights to understand our terminology. But for those of you who don't know what a twink is, it is basically a younger, slim, gay man with a boyish look. That's basically what a twink is. So, like Brent Corrigan would be considered a twink. Why am I only talking about porn stars? Joey Mills, even though he is probably around the same age as Troye Sivan, will be considered a twink, even though he passed that age. And then, of course, when you starting to progress past twink, would that be considered a twunk? So we have twink, twink, twunk, stink, stink, stunk, twink, twink, twunk. That is so stupid phrases, but that's our community. So, now, in the video, which compared studio images of the singer with recent footage from a red carpet interview, Majid and Sivan appeared to be showing signs of twink death. They said the cosmetic doctor, who has more than 250,000 followers across platforms, pointed towards several problem areas such as shadows and volume loss in the singer's face. But that's where the injections come in. He said, then imagine a scenario where Sivan and his patient and listed various cosmetic improvements he could opt for, including skin boosters and dermal filler. Well, child, when I get to that age, I'm talking about age in general, where I need cosmetic procedures. I would not rule out getting injections if I need it. Like, oh, you're looking a little droopy around the eyes, so I would definitely get like dermal filler or whatever. But child, I got melanin up in this skin, so some of us colors, we don't need that. But then when it comes to white people, I think the thing that made Troye look that I didn't like about the look on the right, I would say, is them grills. I was like, why are we going here with the grills? The bottom grills in his mouth, I just didn't like that look for him. And then I know and it wasn't just this doctor, because I remember when he did this red carpet thing, the amount of comments I was reading when people tell me he looks old and Troye don't look like himself. I mean, yes, everyone gets older, people. I mean, y'all should be grateful when you get to 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 80. It's like, why are we sitting there making a thing about age? I guess maybe because low key, what you're really thinking about is your mortality. So that's what the real gag is. It's the mortality aspect, and you're being reminded that you ain't got long for this earth. So that's what people are really bitching and moaning about, but then they try to pick apart the age and all this stuff. But I do agree. I don't like when these cosmetic doctors get on social media and start picking, well, this person need this thing and those other stuff, because there's a lot of that in Hollywood where a lot of these celebrities are reminded about it's a young man's game. And me, I don't agree with that. I truly believe in it gets greater later. that with age comes wisdom, and y'all get so caught up in this whole thing about youth and being youthful and being young and all that stuff. Young, yeah, that's great because you got the stamina and the energy and all that stuff. But youth ain't all that it's cracked up to be. And it's even, I'll even go on to say this. There's an iconic line from one of my favorite movies, Boys in the Band. Youth is wasted on the young. So there's a lot of that, where it's like a lot of times we don't take in value about or just appreciate when we're young. It's only when we get older, I feel like, damn, I really wish I would have taken the time to really soak it all in and really appreciate the innocence and all the things that comes with being young. It's only when we get older we start to look back on it. Because I even started having this revelation recently. I was like, damn, you know what? Like when we were talking about earlier with the 90s and the 2000s, that was a great time to be alive, especially like with the music and art and pop culture and the club scene and all these other things. Like the other time where I posted a video on my social medias of Britney Spears being escorted by Lady Bunny to perform at Splash, and people was gagging over like Splash. I said, yeah, that was the club to be at in the 2000s. I used to live in Splash. I would every Wednesday and Friday after work on Fridays. My ass would be up in Splash. During happy hour because of the drinks, and I know all the bartenders, I would get fucked up in there. And then, of course, I would switch over and be a club. And then, all the music and stuff that was playing was like Madonna and Hung Up and all the other stuff. You see all the videos. I was up in there doing the choreography for that song. I had enough drinks with me. I was up in there, and, doing that whole choreography. And then, Holla Back Girl, be doing the reciting the lines and all this stuff. So the memories was there. And that was a great time to be alive. And it's just, we don't really take into account, like, we love the youth part and all the other stuff. And it's just unfortunate that you would have a doctor that would just take the time to take apart this person. And yeah, it's getting you clicks and views and all other stuff. But you have to think about, how does he feel? Like, this all going to get back at him. And you got shady ass people that will comment in the comments. And then they think they cute by tagging the celebrity in the comments because they wanted them to see it and drag them into the stuff. Because I be seeing what y'all be doing. Even when I be talking about celebrities and I post it on, I see when y'all go and tag them celebrities. I don't give a fuck. But y'all be tagging them in there to see, like, I guess you hoping that they're going to come in and that'll get you clout points or whatever. Like, okay. So, yeah, they said the singer himself that got involved, posting on blogging platform Substack about how the video had heightened his insecurities and pushed him towards considering cosmetic surgery. He said, I've struggled with my body image for a lot of my life, as I'm sure most people have. What's good is money in modern medicine, if not to fix all the flaws that this random plastic surgeon told me I have. Newsbeat reached out to Majid, who said Sivan's response was incredibly raw and vulnerable. He said, I felt terrible, and it was never my intention to make him feel like that, which is why I reached out to him directly to apologize. Majid deleted the videos from his TikTok and Instagram, and Sivan later updated his blog to say that there was no hard feelings from his side. The doctor admits that he could see how it came across. Now, Majid says he started creating content to educate and inform people, but began to talk about celebrities because viewers seem to enjoy it. Well, that's because celebrity news, gossip, and that sort of thing, that definitely would get eyes on the show, on the channel. Trust me, I know. It's what I do here. It's what I get paid to do. So that definitely is true. But you have to realize, as the iconic line from Spider-Man is, with great power comes great responsibility. So you have to be careful on how you present what you're doing when you talk about, celebrities and all these other things, because we understand, and trust me, I know this too. Sometimes we can become slaves to the algorithm. So we like when you can get a whole lot of eyes on your stuff, because a lot of eyes turns into a lot of revenue and also turns into money. So you just got to be very conscious of some of the things you say, because you never know what you say could be, how hard it is. Because you have to realize, with these celebrities, they're deeply insecure. Like, these people are beyond insecure in how they feel. So you definitely have to be aware of, watch what you say, baby girl. Just watch what you say, in the words of Whitney Houston. So let me see if there's any more to add. So yeah. So he said it is important to demystify surgeries that celebrities have and educate patients. Well, he said that he will continue to make videos that analyze celebrity faces because he believes there is an appetite for them. So it's like, I guess you just got to find a way to approach what you say and all this stuff. But here's the thing: also, there are regular people out there who look at celebrities and be like, I want that look. So maybe that's why he was coming at it. But still, it's like, you got to be aware of how you come across. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story? Do you think that the cosmetic doctor overstepped, and do you think that Troye Sivan is overreacting? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know what they are in the comments down below.